someone wrote in and said that freedom isn't about whoring around, and they felt kind of offended that we were talking about people having the ability.
Ethical non-monogamy.
Yeah.
Which to them is whoring around.
That's what they said. So this is Reid Mahalko from readaboutsex.com.
Cathy Vartuli from the intimacydojo.com.
And I have to say I agree with that person.
Shocking! Cathy!
Freedom isn't about having to whore around or be very slutty. It's about getting to be self-expressed, which may be whoring around or sleeping with a lot of people. Or
For some.
For some.
Ah, I see what you did there.
And it might be for some people being celibate or monogamous or serial monogamous or having just 2 partners. It's really freedom, and that's what both Reid and I advocate, is having consent and self-awareness and finding other people that are in agreement with you on how they want to express themselves.
Dating your species or something like that.
Yeah. So it isn't, and I've been in some communities where there are a community of people that are very, they enjoy a lot of sex with a lot of people, and there's kind of monogamous people are just not involved, or if you're not sleeping with a bunch of people, you're just not living your life or whatever. And to me, that's kind of, a little bit of control too. It's like if you're kind of shaming people for not expressing themselves the same way you do, then you're not allowing people free expression.
And it's a rabbit hole, in a certain way, if we go down this, because what I'm about to say is, as long as it's consensual and to the best of your ability, you're not hurting other people.
And their legal age.
Yeah, where it's consensual and everyone's happier for the engagement between each other, then I think, at some point we're adults and, certainly we make mistakes, certainly we change, or the people that we love change, and then there's friction, and you have to do your due diligence. If you're going to untangle something. Yeah,
you don't have to commit to one way of being and then stick with it.
Try to leave the campsite better than you found it, which technically can sometimes be a lot of work and not feel like freedom. And we could argue that, somebody who's in a non-monogamous relationship, what about the kids? What if they're harming the kids by this situation? And we can get into a whole philosophical discussion. And I know just as many people who grew up in divorced families who are actually really healthy and savvy, some of them monogamous, some of them non-monogamous. And I know some people who grew up in families where no one whored around and everybody seemed to be monogamous, and those people are completely fucked up. And some of them are also well-adjusted, and I've met some people who are kind of rocked by, growing up in families that were non-monogamous. My rambling point here is, I think what's needed is a really great discussion about choice, about healthy relationship dynamics, and what makes for healthy human beings and happy human beings. And I don't know that that's monogamy or non-monogamy. And now we're back to the choice stuff that Cathy was talking about. And
you may not know exactly what is right for you unless you try it. Or you can be clear that something's not for you. But trying to fit anyone in a box, I think, stifles freedom.
And because I'm very pro-sex worker, I know some amazingly healthy, amazingly awesome, badass, great whores and sex workers out there, people who identify as whores. And the people that I know who don't identify, I'm gonna stop there. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a really fully formed thought.
Yeah.
But I just want to let my whores out there know, or people who identify as doing sex work, I'm on your side, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of hate comments because I said that.
Yeah, but I think everyone should be able to use their body the way that they want, as long as there's consent on both sides.
Yep.
So we'd love to hear your comments, whatever they are.
Leave some comments below.
Thanks for tuning in, Sex Geek. If you would like to continue with the brain sex, do me a favor and click subscribe right here. If you'd like to watch me on social media, that's where you're going to go. Next video, maybe? And if you really would like your own Sex Geek t-shirt, please click right here, right now. Boop. No, really, like